You're listening to the Exam Room Podcast brought to you by the Physicians Committee. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. You know, this is the time of year, as Dr. Barnard was saying, where we need to make some changes. A lot of people, New Year's resolution, this is the year that they're finally going to get healthy. And if you're listening to this, hopefully you are considering switching your diet to plant-based. That's why we call this episode How to Vegan. And, of course, there are tons of success stories, people switching over their diets to a plant-based diet, and they are just thriving today. One of them sitting across the table from me, Silvia Lucero. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Your story, just everybody that comes in here and tells me these amazing success stories, each and every one of them they blow me away. So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about this, because you went through the 21-day Kickstart program. What brought you to the decision to go vegan?
I think for about a year or two, I had been wanting to make the complete change. I had been taking animal products out of my diet as far as going to the grocery store and purchasing it, but I still would dabble in salmon here or chicken there when I was out for dinner with friends. And then I went to the Green Festival in May at the Washington, D.C. Convention Center. And I noticed that we had stopped at a booth with my parents, and someone was talking about diet, and they started to pay attention. And so I thought, this is it. This is where I need to make the change. And so I started investigating and found Green Fair's 21-day Kickstart program and signed up. And then from there, I mean, it was fantastic, especially that program. I don't know how everybody else does it, but I had the crutch, that they gave you lunch and dinner prepared, and you were just responsible for breakfast. And then, of course, they were teaching you every Monday night with the materials. And then from 21 days, when I saw my blood work change, I dropped weight, I was convinced. I was like, okay, I have to be able to do this. It's just a matter of planning.
So let's talk about the health benefits there. You were just talking about your weight coming down and your blood levels improving, but how were you feeling before you made this decision? It doesn't sound like you were feeling like you were very healthy, exceedingly healthy before you went this route.
No, I would not say that I was extremely healthy. If I wasn't cooking as much, I was doing a lot of takeout and a lot of processed food. And this makes you realize that fresh greens, legumes, cooking for yourself is so much healthier.
Now, you grew up in West Virginia in a Latin family, so your diet growing up, shed some light on that for me.
So I'm originally from Argentina, and Argentina is known for meat-based diet. It's very, very rare to have vegetables in there.
At all?
I mean, it's, have you ever heard of The Onion? That paper, they have a book where you open it up on all the countries, and they said, here's a vegan diet for Argentina, and it's a big, huge steak.
Wow.
So we're just known for our meats, and especially the steaks. So we did have, a lot of steaks, chicken, morcilla, which is the blood sausage. Every little piece of the cow or the goat is pretty much eaten. So it was a meat-based diet. Yes, we had salads, there, and some vegetables, but my mother did all the cooking, and she still does all the cooking, which I admire that.
So, but every dish, breakfast, lunch, dinner, had some sort of meat in it?
I don't remember breakfast having meat, but definitely lunch and dinner.
So, but that was all you knew kind of growing up, right?
Yes.
So you're from Argentina originally. When did your family immigrate to the U.S.? Despite
that my friends do not let me say I'm an immigrant, I came here when I was 3 months old.
Oh, okay. No, you were. I'm going to give you born and raised here in the U.S. I mean, 3 months. Come on.
Oh my gosh! But my parents were immigrants, so we spoke Spanish in the house.
Gotcha. And you were living in West Virginia?
In West Virginia.
That's fascinating. How was that? I mean, I know that's completely off topic, but how was that?
The census did Hispanics 4 check. We're done.
the whole state for.
But we did find a huge Filipino community, and the Philippines were conquered by Spain, so they actually embraced us. So we have a lot of Filipino friends who, ironically, some of them moved to Centerville, so we still see them.
Now look at you with a little bit of history. So obviously then you come to the U.S. and the diet's here unhealthy, but certainly a little bit different than being so meat heavy.
I don't know. I think the standard American diet is pretty neck to neck with the Argentine diet, if I were to critique.
Come on, America. We can do better. So are you the only one in your family then that kind of went plant-based and your eyes were opened, or now you're an advocate for them?
Yes, very much. When I made the change, and especially because the Kickstart program, they gave you the script to go do your blood work before and after. And I knew that because my father was a physician, that if I showed him my blood work and how it had dropped significantly, he would at least have to take notice. And he did. He was really impressed with how just by changing my diet for 21 days, all my blood work dropped. And so from that moment on, my mother, cold turkey, changed and said, wow, I'm going to start cooking plant-based. I can cook for you separately. And he said, no, that's okay. You don't have to make two different meals. And so from that moment on, after 21 days, in the month of June 2016, my mother went vegan and has been vegan ever since.
Wow, hold on. And you actually brought your levels. I just want to hold this up for the camera in case you're watching this online. So that's the before, and here are the after. No way that you can actually make out these numbers, but I'm looking at them and I'm just blown away. Like everything dropped for your cholesterol. It plummeted. Mm-hmm. It plummeted. In just 21 days. That's cool. Right. Now, you said that your father was a physician, right? Mm-hmm. He worked with children.
My biological father
Correct.
Was a pediatrician and neonatologist, and my stepfather was the heart surgeon.
Now, that's fascinating. A heart surgeon and you said that he suffered a heart attack, correct?
And he suffered a heart attack.
Wow.
So, but he knows about the blockage, the damage that we do just from our diet alone. So that's why I think his medical background, his own medical history, and then seeing this has really convinced him. It's hard to change, and the older we get, it's even harder to change, and yet he's willing to make that change.
Talk to me about that conversation when you first approached him about the plant-based diet and the health benefits there. Was he a skeptic at first? Because doctors, by and large, that's a lot of the work that we do here at the Physicians Committee, is like trying to get doctors to actually learn about nutrition and preventative medicine. Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound like he got much of that when he was in medical school.
No, neither. They'll both tell you that they didn't get that. Nutrition it's barely talked about, but I think because my family knows I'm an advocate for the environment, and so we had all gone to the Green Festival, and when Tony, my stepfather, was listening to this woman talk about diet and about food, I could see that he was at least open to what she was saying. And that's what kind of propelled me to take the 21-day Kickstart. And I especially liked it because of the blood work. The blood work for me it's factual.
Right.
Numbers don't lie. So if it truly works, then we're going to see the results. And when I went to their house and showed him the results, he was dumbfounded. So I think that's when he started to realize, okay, this is possible.
And how's he doing now?
He's doing good. He's flexible. We can't call him a vegan because every now and then he'll have his salmon for the omega-3s.
Sure.
But for the most part, from how he was eating to how he's eating now, it's a dramatic loss.
And what about your mom? Is she a flexitarian as well?
No, she is completely vegan.
Good.
She does not stray.
You have any siblings?
I do have a sister. Mm-hmm.
Did you get her on board?
We can't. We're just trying to show by example. And every time we go, we're trying, like Thanksgiving. I made a lentil loaf. Hoping to see this is good too. So slowly but surely, I do see that now when we go out, she'll choose more plant-based options, which that makes me happy. I can see that she's paying attention to the weight loss that both my mother and I had, because I think sometimes for women, just the weight loss alone can propel you to be interested in what's someone doing.
And I guess the last question I have for you is compare how you felt before to how you felt or how you feel today.
I mean, fantastic. More energy. You just feel healthier. You really do feel healthier because you know what you're putting inside of your body now, and you're choosing better options. So for that reason, I feel really good that I made this change.
Well, good. Well, you look super healthy. Your eyes sparkle. Your teeth are sparkling. Like you are just a bundle of energy.
It's funny. Thank you.
All right. Silvia Lucero, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on that transformation.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. More on How to Vegan coming right up. We've got tips on how to dine out. Maybe you're a new vegan. You don't know how to do that. And then we're going to take a look at the 21-day Kickstart menu. We lay it out. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks for you for 21 days, getting you ready to go plant-based. You are listening to The Exam Room, brought to you by the Physicians Committee.